Well, hello everybody. Welcome to another episode of this week's Fan Mail of the Week. My name is UnrealEntGaming, everybody. I hope you all had a wonderful week. Certainly summer is dying out, as many of you may already know. The weather is slowly starting to go down a bit. Over here in New York, lately it's been in the 60s/70s. Definitely does not feel like summer weather. I mean, I remember a few years ago where in August was like the hottest month of the entire year. Sometimes it would hit 90, sometimes it would hit, hundreds, but nevertheless, I mean, it's been a long 2 weeks for me. I wrestled yesterday and I wrestled on Saturday, and I wrestled last week. Last week I wasn't really here. I was in Maine, for those of you out there who don't know. That's why I wasn't able to do anything online, but I am here, everybody. I am back once again, and I have a lot of questions to answer today. So once again, I do want to apologize in advance if I do not get to answer your questions. So let's kick it off today, everybody, with our first question, which is from Evil Gaming. Oh, I wonder who this is. Stefan. Hey, Alex, I know you get these questions a lot. Me being your friend, I should know, but hey, I'm just going to do it anyway, you bastard. All right, here we go. Question 1. Would you like to see another Broly movie sometime during the near future? Question 2. Do you think they should make Broly canon and into the series? Like if they brought him back by reincarnation like they did with Oob? Do you think it would be cool to add a new Saiyan in the series, especially Broly? Dude's a tank, his power is ridiculous. What do you think, bro? Question 3, this depends if you do fan mail before/after the 14th of August. Okay, if you do this before, are you going to watch the new Call of Duty Ghost multiplayer live event on the 14th of August at 10:30 a.m.? They're going to show the perks, gun streaks, and all new engines in action. If you do this after, what do you think of it? Well, pretty much you're asking me, what am I thinking of Call of Duty Ghosts? And your final question, question number 4. This question is for me, you, John, Justin, and Omar. When are we going to make more skits? We've been slacking, bro. Tell me about it. P.S. Fuck you, Squid! P.S.S. Fuck you, Garlic. Wait, hold on. What do you have against Garlic Jr.? I mean, seriously. Like, he turned, like, half the population into demons. I mean, racist. Thanks, bro. I hope you have a good time, and I appreciate it. If you don't get to answer my question, I'll answer next. All right. Thank you, Mr. Stefan. All right, well, to answer your first question, would I like to see another Broly movie? Hell yeah. I mean, that's not even a question, dude. I mean, knowing you, you are a Dragon Ball Z fan. I'm pretty sure you watched all 3 movies. Obviously, the first one was the best one due to music, due to action, due to story. The second one could have been a little better. But, they ended it off pretty well. I mean, family, Kamehameha, and whatnot. I mean, Broly actually proved that he was stronger than Gohan, so that was actually pretty scary. Especially his Galactic Buster. I mean, that was able to, like, push back the Kamehameha. I mean, it took Goku and Goten to fucking push that shit back. Bio Broly completely sucked. It sucked so much dick that I could not bear to watch half of it. The only interesting part was the end. And like I said, like, the ending was, like, the most interesting part, is because King Kai walked up to Goku and he said, hey, listen, Goku, Broly's in hell right now, and he's pretty much causing a giant commotion. He's fucking shit up down there. I need you and Pikkon to go down there and just settle him down a bit. That gave me goosebumps because Goku stood up and he was like, Broly, I'm ready for you. And then he just happened to say, oh, my stomach's growling, I have to eat. I'm not going to find on an empty stomach, But for a 4th movie, that would have been so awesome to see Pikkon and Goku try to take Broly on, especially if he's in hell. If I was Akira Toriyama, I would make it to where Broly was in hell, Goku and Pikkon come along, they beat the shit out of Broly. Broly gets so mad that he just ascends past his previous limitations and becomes like a legendary Super Saiyan 3. Therefore forcing Goku to go into a Super Saiyan 3, forcing Pikkon to fight. I don't know, possibly sending Vegeta in there to fight with him. Like that. All of that would have been so amazing. But at this point, I highly doubt they're going to make a 4th Broly movie. But if they do, I really do hope that it's good. Because if not, I mean, it's just going to suck. So, to answer your second question, I really do believe that Broly should have been canon. Because in the first movie, they always mentioned, oh, he's the legendary Super Saiyan. He's the legendary Super Saiyan. He's the legendary Super Saiyan. And they had a pretty solid foundation on their story, being to where Paragus and Broly were killed, or nearly almost killed by King Vegeta and Frieza. And pretty much Broly having to harness his inner powers to escape Planet Vegeta while Frieza blew it up. I mean, everything makes so much sense. And the fact that Broly and Goku were born on the same day, Goku having the power level of 2 and Broly having the power level of 10,000 and Goku making him cry, that's pretty much embarrassing, so I can see where Broly's coming from. But nevertheless, I would love to see Broly be canon because Broly is he's a very unique concept. He's not like all the other Saiyans where he's cocky and whatnot. He's just crazy. He's a psycho. Would it be cool to have him in the series? Absolutely. I personally would like to see like my own little saga for Broly. Like the saga would be called the Legendary Super Saiyan Saga. You know what I mean? That's what I think Akira Toriyama should have done. But you know, knowing him, he actually takes breaks, and I really don't understand why the guy takes breaks in between making mangas and animes. But man, Akira Toriyama, you have to follow up on this. I mean, seriously, what's going on with that guy? Like, he makes Battle of Gods, and he's not even capitalizing on it. He's making a new anime. Like, what kind of shit is that? To answer your third question, this is all I'm gonna say about Call of Duty Ghosts. Same old shit, bro. Call of Duty Ghosts, it looks like Modern Warfare 3 combined with Black Ops 2. Yeah, they have some pretty unique stuff, and they have, like, I'm not gonna lie to you, they have some cool shit. But is it going to be Battlefield 4? Is it going to be GTA 5? Is it going to be Watch Dogs? Is it going to be Dead Rising 3? Come on now, I mean, the game is going to sell. Yes, Call of Duty Ghosts will be the #1 sold game. I guarantee you of that. But Battlefield 4 will be a better game. Call of Duty Ghosts, like, when I saw it, I mean, there was some good stuff that were in it. You know, I saw some very interesting perks and some very interesting guns and kill streaks. But overall, it's nothing innovative. You know, having the transition from Call of Duty 3 into Call of Duty Modern Warfare 1, that was innovative. That was a huge milestone. That was a huge step into gaming. Whereas now, it's just all the same old shit, futuristic stuff, 10 years in the future, 20 years in the future, 50 years in the future. It's just like futuristic shit, but it's not really like high-tech futuristic, you know what I mean? Where we have like Harry Potter cloaks and fucking like tactical nuclear missiles fucking raining from the sky and stuff like that. So overall, I'm gonna say Ghosts multiplayer, it looks cool, it looks nice. Is it going to be good? I doubt it, because guess what? The campers are coming back, all the fucking modders are coming back, so it's just gonna be one big fucking orgy fest on that game. I'm gonna get it, I'm gonna have fun, but nevertheless, I really think nothing's gonna beat Modern Warfare 2. That's my personal opinion, and I'm stuttering because I'm so fucking angry just thinking about Ghosts multiplayer, because they could have done so much more, but instead these guys are just milking the shit. Oh my god, I don't know anymore. And to answer your last question, Mr. Stefan, we will all do it when we all have free time, because I'm busy, I'm wrestling, I'm traveling, I'm working. So is John. John's working. Justin is doing whatever. Omar is doing whatever. So everybody's doing their own thing here and there. So, but thank you for your question, Mr. Evil Gaming. On to the next question, which is from Super Darkstar 96. Hey, Alex, this is my first fan mail. You are awesome. You're an awesome person, may I add. And I hope your summer's going good so far. So here are my questions. All right, question number 1. When you go to the WWE, what champion are you aiming for? Question 2, what pay-per-view event will you be looking forward to wrestle in besides WrestleMania? Question 3, ever thought, wait, well, you spelled dough wrong, but ever thought of doing a live stream for your subscribers? Question 4, would you make merchandise for your channel? I can see a t-shirt of you in a Super Saiyan doing a Super Spirit Bomb. Or you and Paul doing a fusion dance. Oh my god, me and Paul doing a fusion dance. Can you imagine how ridiculous that would look? One tall white guy and one short brown guy fusing. Oh yes. I wonder what we would look like. Probably look like Hercule. Question 5. Did you know that Left 4 Dead 3 is being confirmed? Question 6. Even though GT's not canon, what would you do to make it more awesome? I would make Gotenks come back as a Super Saiyan 4. So it would be Super Saiyan 4 Gogeta and Gotenks versus Omega Shenron. Question 7. Do you know Dragon Ball Z Abridged by Team 4 Star? It is hilarious. Everybody always asks me that. I already know. I know what Dragon Ball Z Abridged is. Damn it. Those are all my questions for now. I hope you get to see them, and I hope you get to answer these in your family, and I hope you do make it into WWE. God bless you, P.S. Bulma was the man of the relationship when she was dating Yamcha. Yes, she was. Thank you, brother. God bless you, too. To answer your first question, I don't really know, because when I go to the WWE, there's not going to be a specific champion, because everything's going to be rotating. Everybody's going to be different. You know, there's going to be different champions, different titles. So I don't really know. But honestly, for obvious reasons, I would love to go for the WWE title. I mean, that's like everybody's goal. That's like everybody's dream, is to become, you know, WWE champion. And for me, I would love to become WWE or World Heavyweight Champion, just because like they hold so much prestige. In terms of who would I like to face for the title, personally for me, let's see here. That's actually kind of like a tricky question. I would have to say, well, I mean, it doesn't really matter at this point, as long as I'm going for the title. But if I had to pick 2 titles, it would be the World Heavyweight title or WWE title. To answer your second question, another pay-per-view event besides WrestleMania, it would have to be the Royal Rumble and SummerSlam. The Royal Rumble being the first pay-per-view of the year and being the most unpredictable event of the year. I would definitely say that one. And SummerSlam being that it's the second biggest pay-per-view of the year and the fact that it's the biggest event of the summer, I would definitely have to say that. To answer your third question, when will I be doing live streaming? I'm actually saving that for a very special occasion. I might do it prior to my own little agenda, but I will be doing live streaming very, very soon, so you guys have to stay tuned for that. It's going to be very interesting, nevertheless, so you might want to stay tuned for that one. To answer your fourth question, merchandise. I was actually thinking about doing merchandise, and I'm not gonna. Honestly, if I'm going to do merchandise, I'm just gonna wait it out until probably the winter time. Merchandise, it's not gonna be like some crappy merchandise either of like a sniper rifle on a fucking sweater. Hell no. I would make my merchandise so damn epic, like if you're a man, you would pick up chicks easily, and if you're a chick, you would pick up men easily. Well, I mean, in an essence, in a good way. I mean, I feel like merchandise should have like a lot of things going on for it. Like if you're gonna have a T-shirt, pour your heart and soul into it. Don't just put like a fucking goat on a freaking T-shirt and that's it. You know what I mean? Or put a sniper rifle on a fucking T-shirt. You know, like that's just so plain and just outdated and just. It's like a scam. But merchandise will be heading toward your direction very soon. I just have to think about what I'm going to do, how I'm going to do it, and pretty much how everything's going to, set itself in, so to say. To answer your fifth question, I already knew about Left 4 Dead 3. I saw the pictures. I saw everything about it. I'm so happy that it's being developed. And that game right there is just going to be a game that I personally cannot wait for because the first two are so damn epic that I couldn't really stop playing it when I was with my friends. So the third one, that's going to be something I'm going to be looking forward to a lot. So, I mean, Left 4 Dead 3 is going to be like, it's going to be a standalone game, so I cannot wait for that. To answer your sixth question, what would have I changed about GT? Number one, I would have kept Goku an adult. I would not have made him into a fucking kid. That was the stupidest thing anybody could have ever thought of ever. Hey, let's go turn Goku into a fucking kid. Shut the hell up. Whoever thought of that idea ought to be shot in the fucking foot multiple times. That way they can't walk anymore. What I would definitely include adult Goku. I would definitely include Vegito. I would definitely include Gogeta. I would definitely include Gotenks. And I would actually include one more villain. That way there could be 4 sagas. You have the Baby Saga, the Super 17 Saga, the Omega Shenron Saga, and like the other, special little saga. So I would have 4 sagas overall, with key characters for many of them. I would actually keep Mystic Gohan. I would not have reverted him back to a fucking Super Saiyan. That was so damn stupid. But nevertheless, that's what I would do. And to answer your last question, yes, I already know about Dragon Ball Z Abridged, and I've watched them all the time. Funny people, funny crew, funny videos, because I am the legendary Super Swine, just saying. But thank you for your question, man. On to the next question, which is from Super Mystic Gohan. Hey Alex, my name is Dylan and I am 14 years old. I live in Syracuse, New York. Yes, 4 hours north. Your work is incredible. Here are a few questions. Thank you, Dylan. Well, I mean, yeah, Syracuse is fucking far, man. Did you know something? I actually wanted to go to Syracuse College, but, having the option to move over there and staying here and all that kind of stuff, like, so many sacrifices came in between, so I was like, you know what, I can't do it. But anyways, all right. Question number 1. Who would win? Mystic Gohan Ascended, Super Mystic Gohan, or Future Trunks Super Saiyan 3? I know not canon, but can you imagine? Question 2. What would you do during a World War III? Oh shit, you just put me on the spot. That's a good question. Question 3. If you had any ability in Dragon Ball Z, what would it be? Question 4. Say another universe crosses our DBZ universe. If Vegito never separated when Buhan absorbed him and Vegito and Gogeta fused, do you think they would have been able to defeat Bills or even Whis? I actually got that question so many times and I've answered that so many times. I'm going to answer it anyway. Question 5. Who is your third favorite all-time wrestler? I love how you said third, not first or second. Question 6. Who will win in a 5v5? Note, everyone is good, not evil, and people can join whenever they want. Team 1, Super Saiyan 2 Goku, Super Saiyan 2 Broly, Super Saiyan 2 Future Trunks, the right way. Super Janemba and Mystic Gohan versus Super Saiyan 2 Vegeta, Normal Perfect Cell, Bojack, Full Power, Super Saiyan Gotenks, and Super Buu. Damn, that's kind of hard. Well, those are all my questions for now. May you go very far in life and one day become a WWE champion. Thank you. No, actually, thank you, Dylan. That actually means so much to me, and I appreciate that you actually care about me and support me. Then that just means so much, man. P.S. Fuck you, Squid! P.S.S. Yamcha sucks really bad, but give him some ease. Yeah, right. He was a fucking bitch. P.S.S.S.S. Dragon Ball Z GTA San Andreas till I die. P.S.S.S.S.S. God bless you in your journeys. Thank you, man. God bless you as well, brother. To answer your first question right off the bat, I'm gonna have to say Mystic Gohan. Because Mystic Gohan was set to be a little stronger than a Super Saiyan 3, so knowing Gohan and knowing Trunks, I know that fight would be incredible, and I do believe that future Trunks would put up a great fight, but in the end, I do think Mystic Gohan would pull off the win. But then again, if Trunks really freaking tried, then I do think he may have the edge over Gohan, but I do think in the end, Gohan would take the victory. To answer your second question, what will I do during a World War III outbreak? If World War III happened, I'm just going to say it like this. We're all dead. We're all dead. We're all going to fucking die. Do you not understand how many nuclear weapons there are? Like, I do believe, if I'm correct, it only takes about 15 to 16 nuclear weapons to go off at the exact same time to end the entire world. So it only takes about 15 to 16 nuclear bombs to destroy the entire planet, right? 15 or 16. We have over like 79,000 fucking nuclear bombs all together on this planet, I believe, last time I read. Maybe it's a little lower now, but can you imagine just having 70 fucking thousand nuclear bombs just blowing up simultaneously? This planet would get annihilated. I'm pretty sure the planet would blow up. You know, what the fuck do we need that many nukes for? Seriously, wait, a better question is, what the hell do we need nuclear bombs for to begin with? That is such a powerful weapon. That is the most powerful weapon we hold as human beings. Personally, for me, what would I do? I would try to go as deep underground as I can possibly go to, man. I would have food. I would try to store up on something, man. I would try my best. If that's not an option, then honestly, what would I do during a World War III? I would pray to God and just hope for the best. I mean, granted, us men in the United States, I really don't know how it's like in the Netherlands. I don't know how it's like in Australia. I don't know how it's like in Europe. But in America, if you're a platoon and if you start running out of soldiers, they're gonna draft your ass. So I'm pretty sure my ass is gonna get drafted. And I really do hope not, because I'm a single child and I don't want to fucking go to war. I don't have the guts to actually go out there and kill somebody, especially if he never wronged me. You know what I mean? War is all a propaganda, and for those of you out there who don't know that, you ought to go look into it, because war is such a money-making, horse. And it's such a money-making propaganda that they'll do anything to milk it from what it's worth. What would I do? I really don't know. All I can say is that I'd be dead. I mean, I'm in New York. What else can I do? But the better question is, what would you do? That's a good question. To answer your third question, if I had an ability from Dragon Ball Z, what would it be? Honestly, I would love to fly. That would be amazing. I think everybody would want that ability. And I would want the ability of being able to have ki. Like being able to shoot off Kamehamehas and Big Bangs and Final Flashes and Spirit Bombs. Being able to channel your ki and being able to pretty much, go the extra mile using your ki. So let's say, God forbid, an asteroid were to head to a planet. I would actually be able to, fucking blast that asteroid before it even hit the Earth. You know what I mean? To answer your fourth question, well, a crossover. Do I think Vegito and Gogeta fused would be able to beat Bills and Whis? Hell yeah. I mean, such a character, such a freaking Saiyan, such a creation like that would be so powerful. There's no way anybody can legitimately hold him back. I do think a fusion of Vegito and Gogeta, which would ultimately result as like a Govito or something like that, they would annihilate Bills and Whis without question. To answer your fifth question, actually, my third favorite wrestler of all time, I don't have a third. I mean, I already answered this so many times. I don't really have favorites for wrestling, but if I had to name people, I would have to say The Rock, Stone Cold, Triple H, Shawn Michaels, Bret Hart, Roddy Piper, Ric Flair, Ricky the Dragon Steamboat, Bob Backlund, Bruno Sammartino, The Undertaker, Randy Orton. So those are my favorites, you know what I mean? And to answer your last question, oh god, 5-on-5, I would have to say the first team, the team of Goku, Broly, Future Trunks, Janemba, and Mystic Gohan, because number one, Mystic Gohan can obliterate all of them by himself. So, and we're not even counting Janemba. Janemba would wreck everybody easily. So, I would have to say the first team. The first team would slaughter the second team, easy. The only person I would have to say that would actually put up a fight on the second team would possibly be Vegeta, Boo, and Gotenks. Cell and Bojack would fucking die fairly easy. So, I mean, it's just inevitable because you have Broly, you have Janemba, Mystic Gohan. It's impossible. The other team would get fucking slaughtered. So I would have to go with the first team. But thank you for your question, man. On to the next question, which is from Hood Girl 3000. Hi, Alex. I just wanted to ask you these questions. The Super Saiyan prank. Did you watch it? If not, watch it. Oh well. Isn't it the guy that just jumps all over the place and he starts powering up? That's fucking funny, man. All right, question 1. What would you say if you seen someone do what that man did? Oh, like what he did in that video? Oh my god. Personally, I would have yelled out. It's over 9,000. Question 2. What would you do if someone asked you if you were Krillin? I would kick their ass. Question 3. What would you do if someone called you Yamcha? That's all. You're amazing. All right, thank you so much. To answer your first question, what would I say if I saw somebody do that? Well, besides saying it's over 9,000, I would probably walk up to him and I would probably start powering up myself. Like you're gonna see two derps just powering up for no reason like that. That's fucking hilarious. That's what I would do. To answer your second question, if somebody called me Krillin, I would literally leap backwards and I would hold my hand in the air and try to summon a Destructo Disc and try to cut that bastard in half. Like, just the irony of that. Hey, are you Krillin? Oh, you found me. Just jumps back, fucking throws a Destructo Disc. And to answer your third question, if somebody called me Yamcha, I would have that person's head on a plate. Because being called a Yamcha is like being called the worst thing in the world. Because even looking back on it, when Kid Buu went to Otherworld and when Kid Buu was beating everybody up like Pikkon and everybody, guess who was the only person to stand up against Kid Buu? Krillin! Yamcha, all he did was just sit there and go, good try, buddy. It would have worked on anybody else except for Kid Buu. Yamcha's a bitch. If Krillin has balls to fight fucking Kid Buu and get beat up and Yamcha doesn't, I mean, that just says a whole lot right there. Fucking Yamcha. Useless character. Most useless character ever. But thank you for your question, Hood Girl. Anyways, on to the next question, which is from J Whip. What is up, Alex? Is Whip, and I would just like to say that you have given me great advice that works. Keep it up, my guru. Oh, Jesus Christ. Did you just call me your guru? What the fuck? All right, question 1. Do you think that if Gohan never went Mystic, that he could have became a Super Saiyan 3 eventually? Question 2. Why do you think they never fetched Trunks back in the Buu side? Well, that's a very interesting, very, very, very interesting question. Question 3. Who has a higher power level, a whale or Paul? I think that a whale would be stronger because Paul is a pussy. Oh! Hashtag RIP Paul. Damn. He just cut your fucking dick off and just said, here you go. Damn. Question number 4. Would you ever consider coming to England? Question 5. Why is Piccolo so useless now? P.S. Fuck you, Paul, you whale whore. P.S.S. Yamcha and Raditz and baby equals baby Paul. Shit. Damn. Whip is just coming at you right now, Paul. Holy crap. Anyways, Whip, thank you so much. All right, to answer your first question, I really don't believe Gohan would have became a Super Saiyan 3 eventually. I really don't think so. Do you want to know why? It's because if you followed up during Gohan's 7-year absence when, you know, Goku was dead and Cell was gone, Gohan didn't really do much. All he did was study and, you know, worry about other things. Even Vegeta said it. Vegeta said that Gohan has gotten soft over these times of, you know, peace. And instead of, you know, just going out there and training and becoming stronger, he just chose to, like, not do anything and, you know, pretty much settle with his mom and just, you know, go to school and whatnot, which is always good. But at the same time, Gohan, if he were to spend his days training throughout those 7 years, he would have definitely have become a Super Saiyan 3 eventually, easily, because, you know, he has 7 years experience during the times of peace. So, you know, by training during all those years of peace, he would have eventually reached a level in which I think nobody would have touched him in. But, you know, when he transformed and he fought Deborah, Vegeta was like, really? That's all you have, Gohan? Like, you've gotten so much softer. Like, it's just incredible. So yeah, I really don't think he would have become a Super Saiyan 3 at all unless he trained during those 7 years of peace. To answer your second question, why do I think they never fetched Trunks? Well, for the simple fact that Trunks' main story always revolved around Cell. You know, like, he always wanted to stop Cell. He always wanted to stop the androids. You know, that was his ultimate goal. Why they never fetched Trunks back in the Buu saga, I really don't know why. I mean, maybe it's the fact that they didn't really need him because they knew right off the bat, well, if we brought Trunks back, he pretty much would have been slaughtered by Buu. Even if that, I mean, can you imagine if Trunks came back and, you know, the Majin Buu or Super Buu absorbed him? You know, that would have been even worse. You know, now you would have had Gohan, Piccolo, Gotenks, and Trunks inside of you. You know, like, the power levels would have just skyrocketed. But future Trunks would have been a great addition in the Majin Buu saga, especially if he were to come back with the sword and try to cut Buu up, and Buu's like regenerating left and right, and it's just like it would have been crazy. And having Trunks try to pull the Z sword, that would have been epic. To answer your third question, between Paul and the Whale definitely has a higher power level than Paul. Sorry, Paul, if you're watching this. To answer your fourth question, would I ever consider going to England? Absolutely. I've actually considered it so many times. I just have to find the right time to go. But nevertheless, I mean, I've always wanted to go to England, so that's something that I really want to accomplish before my time is over on this planet, if you know what I mean. And to answer your last question, why is Piccolo so useless? Piccolo is useless because they pretty much made him to be a bitch, you know, especially in GT. In GT, he pretty much didn't do anything. I mean, all he did was just, you know, complain, and then he went to hell, and then he freaking died down there, and that was it. You know, it was so stupid. I mean, Piccolo deserves a lot more credibility and a lot more, you know, just overall, Piccolo deserves a lot more than what he got in DBZ and Dragon Ball GT. Piccolo is a great character, especially, I mean, I would have loved to see Piccolo train with Vegeta inside of the hyperbolic time chamber, or Piccolo training with Goku as a Super Saiyan inside the time chamber. That would have been amazing, because remember, he's not just a Namek, he's like a Super Namekian. That's like equivalent to like a Super Saiyan, you know what I mean? But Piccolo as a whole, I love Piccolo. Piccolo is such a unique character, and he stands out so much. So I really do wish that one day they do, you know, have to do something with Piccolo that's just remarkable. Piccolo deserves so much more, and personally for me, I really do hope that they execute him well next time, whereas opposed for them making him into a total joke. So, but thank you for your question, man. On to the next question, which is from Andrew12. Hey Alex, I'm relatively a new subscriber to your channel, and I'm loving the content. You really make it entertaining to watch, and always look forward to your next video. Thank you, man. One of my favorite YouTubers. Recently started watching DBZ again since my childhood, and I fucking love the show. Who doesn't fucking love the show? I mean, Dragon Ball Z is just the show right there. But let's get on with the questions. Question number 1. Why do you hate Yamcha so much? Never found out. Not saying I like him. Question 2. When Goku and Vegeta were stuck in Kid Buu's body to rescue everyone stuck inside, why didn't Goku use instant transmission to get everyone out of Buu's body instead of nearly getting everybody killed by flying out of it? Good question. Question 3. DBZ GT. Why the fuck is Pan such a whiny little bitch? Why didn't Gohan wear a fucking condom? Wish Goku would spirit bomb her in the vagina. What the fuck? Damn, you really hate Pan, don't you? I mean, at the end of it, you just wrote, pisses me off when I try to watch a stupid slut. Damn. Question number 4. How much do you squat and deadlift? Squatting and deadlifting shows true strength. That is, I totally agree on that. Question 5. Ever played rugby? Question 6. Favorite actor? Mine is Leonardo DiCaprio. Question 7, top 5 movies. Question 8, okay, here's a shot out of the cannon. Oprah, Barbara Walters, your best friend. You gotta fuck one, marry one, kill one, go. I hate you. Keep up the good work, bro. Videos are amazing, and good luck in your future. Be sweet to the gym season together. Oh, okay. Greetings from the UK. P.S. Fuck you, Pan, you whiny whore. Yes, she is a whiny little whore. Like throughout all of GT, all she ever said was Grandpa. It would irritate me so much watching that fucking character just run around and bitch the whole time. But thank you for your question, man. To answer your first question, why do I hate Yamcha so much, is because he's just very useless. I mean, he's equivalent to Hercule, he's equivalent to Chaozu, he's equivalent to, you know, so many of these other characters, but Yamcha actually doesn't have balls, you know? Like, I can sit here and once again relate to Kid Buu. When Kid Buu arrived in Otherworld, Krillin was the only one besides Pikkon and the other dude to actually, you know, try to put up a fight against them. Whereas in Yamcha just sat there and he was like, oh, good try, Krillin. It could have worked against anybody else but Kid Buu. So Yamcha's just a big fat phony. I mean, he's not even good at getting girls. Bulma dumped him, for God's sakes. I mean, that's just terrible. He got killed by fucking androids. He got killed so many fucking times. Yamcha is the most useless character in DBZ, period. To answer your second question, when Goku and Vegeta were stuck in Kid Buu's body, why couldn't Goku use the instant transmission? Well, number one, I'm pretty sure the instant transmission cannot be used while inside of something or someone, I believe. I'm not really entirely sure why he didn't use that in the first place, but I'm pretty sure that Buu's life force or Buu's energy or Buu's ki or something that had to do with Buu was preventing Goku from sensing anything on the outside. That's the only logical reason I have. I mean, other than that, I mean, just I really don't know. I mean, I thought the same thing back in the day when I first saw it. I was like, wait a minute, why can't they just use instant transmission and bail? But I'm pretty sure Buu was preventing Goku or Vegeta from sensing anything on the outside. Maybe that's why, because remember, you have to sense something on the outside in order for you to travel. So, I mean, and you have to concentrate. So Goku was not concentrating whatsoever inside of Buu's body. To answer your third question, Pan could have been so much more. You know what I mean? Pan could have been such a great character, but they took the character of Pan and they completely just shunned it from, like, the people. All she ever did was bitch and complain. You know, she fought here and there, but did she ever accomplish anything? No, she never accomplished anything. She didn't even go Super Saiyan, for God's sakes. You know how epic that would have been if she were to turn Super Saiyan? I mean, Jesus, that would have been awesome. But, you know, she complained too much. She kept whining too much, and she didn't really fight that much, you know? I mean, then again, maybe it's because Goku was always protecting her and preventing her from fighting, but nevertheless, I mean, she never really did anything to begin with, so... To answer your fourth question, that's a very good question. When it comes to squatting, I can squat about 250. When it comes to deadlift, that one I do not know. I never tested my full deadlift strength, but squats maybe between 245 and 250 max. And that's give or take a couple of reps. But deadlifting, I have deadlifted before, but I never really kept track of, you know, what my max was, you know what I mean? But that certainly just kind of gave me like a little niche to go to the gym and find out later today or something like that. Even though it's kind of late right now, but it's all good. To answer your fifth question, have I ever played rugby? No, I actually never played rugby. Rugby is a very violent sport. I mean, I wouldn't mind trying it out. But, I mean, rugby, nevertheless, I mean, I've seen people play it before. I've seen it on YouTube and whatnot, and it's brutal. It's, like, barbaric, but at the same time, it looks so much fun, you know? But rugby, to be honest with you, I never played it, and I don't think I ever will because they don't have it in America like that, so... to answer your sixth question, favorite actor. Yours is Leonardo DiCaprio, so mine would have to be either Robert Downey Jr. or Al Pacino. Al Pacino is such a great character, and just he's so charismatic, along with Robert Downey Jr. I mean, those two characters, those two men could actually do any movie they ever wanted to and actually fit the role because they actually have that unique style to them, you know? Other people might say Johnny Depp, other people might say, you know, Brad Pitt. You know, other people might say, you know, Will Smith. Oh, Will Smith, there you go. Will Smith is another actor that I love. You know, so between my favorite actors, it would have to be those three. Those three would be my, you know, top actors of all time because Will Smith, Al Pacino, and Robert Downey Jr. are just three guys that you will never, ever see ever again in the future because the way they present themselves, the way they do their acting is just on a whole nother level. So those would be my characters that I fucking love so much. Top 5 movies, I really don't have top 5, but if I had to just name 5 movies off the bat, it would be The Avengers, Dawn of the Dead, the remake 2004 version, The Dark Knight, the second Dark Knight actually, 300, and the last one, this is kind of hard, would have to be probably Evil Dead, the remake. I mean, there's just so many movies to choose from, you know, like, I really don't have a top 5, and those were not my top 5, you know, like, I don't really have a top anything movies at all, because there's so many movies to count from. It's like, at this point, it's kind of hard to say, because there's so many freaking movies. And to answer your last question, this is what I would do. I'd kill all 3 of them. That's what I would do. That's the end of it. I just answered your freaking question. There's no way I would fuck one. There's no way I would marry one. But there is a plausible chance I'd kill them all. There's no fucking way I would want to just get with any of them. Ugh. You tell me which one would you fuck, marry, and kill, because that's just nasty, man. But thank you for your question, man. Anywho, on to the next question, which is from Mr. Eddie Boy Z00. Hey, what's up? I've been watching your videos for a while now, and your videos have grown on me, and I could say you're one of my favorite YouTubers. Thank you, brother. That really means a lot. My question is, what are your dream wrestling matches? Alright, well, I really don't know the format of your question. Like, is it direct or indirect in a sense of myself? Like, matches that I would like to see, or matches that I would like to be a part of, but I'll do both. To answer your question, some of my wrestling dream matches in terms of, you know, watching are, even though they're never going to happen, some of my wrestling dream matches are Daniel Bryan versus Chris Benoit, Daniel Bryan versus Shawn Michaels, Kurt Angle versus CM Punk, Kurt Angle versus Daniel Bryan, The Undertaker versus Stone Cold at WrestleMania. Not any other pay-per-view, just WrestleMania. Undertaker, Stone Cold, WrestleMania. CM Punk versus Austin at WrestleMania. I would possibly like to see Hulk Hogan versus Stone Cold. That would have been, oh my god, man. That would have been like the match of the ages right there. The Undertaker versus Sting. The Rock versus Randy Orton at WrestleMania. There are quite a few. AJ Styles versus Daniel Bryan would be awesome. I would love to see somebody like perhaps maybe Jack Swagger versus Kurt Angle, due to the fact that you know, they're both amateur wrestlers. Well, not amateur wrestlers, but you know, Swagger came from an All-American university, and you know, same thing with Angle. You know, All-American champion. You know, 1996 Olympic gold medalist. So right there, that speaks very boldly. What else would I like to see? I would have loved to see the old school Kane versus Abyss. Oh my god, that would have been so crazy. Chris Jericho versus Austin Aries. That would have been a match right there. Amazing Red versus Daniel Bryan. That right there would be fucking killer. Amazing Red versus Rey Mysterio. John Cena versus The Undertaker at WrestleMania. That would be very interesting. The Undertaker versus The Rock at WrestleMania. See, that would be a fucking good one. I really don't get why people hate The Rock, you know, because that right there would have been a back and forth match. But those are the ones that I would like to see. But in terms of myself, matches that I would love to be a part of, honestly, in my wrestling career, I would have loved to take on, you know, former wrestlers that are no longer living anymore, unfortunately, like Eddie Guerrero, Chris Benoit. But if I had to say, you know, what are some of my dream matches, as an independent wrestler and as a professional, hopefully one day when I get older and, you know, go to WWE, some of my dream matches are myself versus CM Punk, myself versus Daniel Bryan, myself versus John Cena, myself versus Davey Richards, myself versus Tony Nese, myself versus Amazing Red. I would love to see myself in Red. I mean, me and Red had matches before, but it wasn't like broadcasted or anything. It was like more like training matches. And Red is such a great man. You know, I love him to death. He's like a brother to me, man. Who else? I mean, practically anybody. I mean, me versus The Undertaker. I mean, it doesn't really matter. My dream matches are with, like, everybody, you know what I mean? Because I'm so humble and I love, you know, the sport of wrestling. And to me, it's a sport because how many fucking guys do you see in the NFL, NBA, MLB doing fucking corkscrews, you know, 630 F5s and stuff like that? Like, it's just incredible, you know? And a lot of people often say wrestling's fake. Wrestling ain't fake, man. You know how many times I got hurt? I'm still hurt. My fucking body's all messed up. You know, granted, and I just started my career. You know, they take it light in the ring. You know, whereas in back, like, in the 1950s, that shit was like, oh, I'm going to beat your face in type, you know, wrestling. You know what I mean? But personally, for me, those would be my dream matches. But thank you so much for your questions, man. On to the next question, which is from T16 TXX. Whoa. Nice profile there, picture, buddy. Hey, Alex, I've been a subscriber for about 6 months, and this is the first time I've sent fan mail. Well, congrats. Thank you so much for that. I think your videos are awesome, and you've restored hope in YouTube originality with your personality. Thank you, man. Really? I mean, that really means a lot. That rhymed. That actually did rhyme. Anyway, let's get on with the questions. All right, here we go. Question 1. Who do you think would win in a one-on-one confrontation death battle? Iron Man, Mark 41 adapts to all suits. Ah, okay. Or Batman, mainstream. Oh, shit. Fuck. No, suits beyond Mark 3 are immune to EMP. Fuck! Are you serious? This is hard. This is... Alright. Oh, fuck. Damn it, you just gave me, like, a mind-fuck question. Alright, question 2. Have you ever played tag with your friends while climbing a fucking... Yes! That right. You have just gained a new respect from me. I have always fucking done that. And guess what? Oh, you know what? I'm just gonna get into that as soon as I answer it. Oh my god, yes, I do. Yes, I do. Question 3. What is your favorite cereal brand? Mine is Honey Bunches of Oats. They're so good. Actually, I do have to agree. They are good, especially with milk. Milk. Question 4. If you could fuse any 2 fictional characters from any comic book and or manga anime to battle the Squid Army, who would it be? I choose Yamcha and Alfred. Oh my fucking god, get out of here. Jesus Christ, that'd be the worst fucking combination ever. Question 5. Have you seen the new anime Attack of Titan? P.S. Say, what was that? Trexonic? He. There we go. I just said it. Trexonic. I don't know. Alright, to answer your first question, damn it, this is hard. Okay, now. In terms of hand-to-hand combat, right? I would definitely have to say that Batman takes this because Batman knows every single martial arts. He knows every single pressure point and whatnot. Batman in a hand-to-hand confrontation would fuck you up. But in terms of being a genius, fuck, man. I'm sorry, but I'm leaning more toward Iron Man on this one. You know, the suit's not beyond Mark 3, as you just said, and it's immune to EMP. I would really have to say Iron Man. Because, number one, Iron Man, like you just said, he's Mark 41. He can adapt to all suits. But not just that, but he can fly. Batman can't really fly. Iron Man can easily outmaneuver Batman, you know what I mean? Just by sheer agility and flight alone. Not to mention that he has all these fucking rockets and missiles and all these little gadgets that can really mess Batman up. If Batman gets his hands on Iron Man and they start fighting hand-to-hand, then I'm sorry, but Batman's taking it. But I'm going to have to lean more toward Iron Man on this one. Due to the fact that Tony Stark has an incredible heart, and somehow, some way, he would figure out a way to fucking outsmart Batman. I mean, that's all a fight we all wanted to see. So, to answer your second question, yes, I remember when I was a kid, I used to freaking just play tag and manhunt, and we all used to climb trees. Actually, it came to the point where we used to climb our trees so much in the neighborhood that the people, like the owners, they had to cut down tree branches to make sure that we can't climb trees, you know. And you know how many times we almost got hit by cars on the street? I mean, being from Brooklyn, I'm from Brooklyn, we used to play tag on the street and on the sidewalks. And guess how many times we all got hit by cars? We all, at one point, got hit by a fucking car. I got hit by an ice cream truck. You know how embarrassing that shit was? Having a Mr. Trolley fucking just go down the street and I just ran into it. It was... But, you know, like, those were the days. Like, 2006, 2005, 2007. Those were, like, the childhood years for me. Given the fact that... all of my friends and we all used to just go all out, and it's not the same anymore because everybody's a drug addict now. Nobody really pays attention anymore. Everybody's become lazy. Whereas in about maybe 6-7 years ago, everybody was on their A game. Everybody was just perfect in terms of everything we did was perfect. But Yes, we did play tag while using climbing trees and whatnot. It was just like the most intense thing you can ever ask for. And I fell off the tree one time. I almost broke my fucking arm. Thank God my friend caught me. Otherwise, I would have been dead. To answer your third question, favorite cereal, I would have to say, I love Captain Crunch. I love Apple Jacks. I love Honey Bunches of Oats. I love Fruit Loops. I love Pops. I love them all. I mean, I don't really have a favorite. As long as it's fucking good tasting cereal, I'll eat it. No homo. And to answer your fourth question, 2 fictional characters, I would fuse Thor and Superman. I would fuse Goku and Superman. I would fuse Iron Man and Batman. I would fuse Vegeta and Hulk. I would fuse Martian Manhunter with Ant-Man. That'd be a very interesting concept. And I would finally fuse Hulk and Superman. That right there would be like ultimate right there. And to answer your last question, no, I've never seen Attack on Titan, so for me, I'm going to have to go look that up and see what you're talking about. But thank you for the questions, man. It really means a lot. Anywho, on to the next question, which is from Spider K P97. Hey, Alex, I'm sorry, but I'm going to have to spam you because I've wanted for months to get on these questions. Don't worry, I understand. You get a whole lot of them. Okay, here we go. Yeah, it wasn't quite hard to miss you. I mean, you took up an entire page of, like, just spamming fan mail. I mean, I hope you guys don't do that because that takes away from a lot. But, I mean, hey, you got your question notice. So, here we go. Question number 1. Did you know that another new Dragon Ball live action movie has been announced? Oh, God. As Dragon Ball Evolution 2 or Dragon Ball Reborn. Oh, my God. Wow. Question 2. Do you think Sonic and Naruto copy DBZ? Super Sonic / Tailed Beast cloak being based off of Super Saiyan transformation. Question 3. I swear to Bob, you must watch Attack on Titan. It's freaking awesome. Wait, who's Bob, number 1? Jesus. Question 4. The way things are now, do you think the future is going to be a good thing or a bad thing? Question 5. What would you do if DBZ Battle of Z sucked and it turned out to be like another Dragon Ball Z Ultimate Tenkaichi? Question 6. Did you watch Attack on Titan yet? You need to. You just asked me that same question. Question 7. Final and most important question of them all is give us your thoughts / did you know that some retarded ass people made a petition to get the DRM? Oh yes, I already know all that. Trust me. Okay, that's all I have for now. P.S. Battle of Z. Fuck yeah! PSSS Attack on Titan. Hell yeah! I don't know what that is, but definitely now I'm gonna go look at it because you guys keep freaking screaming about it. To answer your first question, don't care about Dragon Ball Evolution 2. Dragon Ball Evolution 1 sucked dick. The next live action movie is going to suck dick. Fucking nothing. They should not create a live action movie, period. End of story. That's my thoughts. Question 2. Naruto did copy a little bit off DBZ here and there. I really don't know about Sonic. Sonic, I mean, I guess you could say to a certain extent, but I doubt they really copied. But if I had a base one of the two, it would definitely have to be Naruto. I think Naruto took more of DBZ than Sonic did, without a doubt. To answer your third question, I'll be sure to check it out as soon as I can. To answer your fourth question, the way that things are now, is the future going to be good or bad? I think the future is going to be both good and bad, but I think it's going to be more bad than good, and this is why I say why. Alright, people these days, they're not leaders. They're followers. I really don't know if you noticed that or not, but everybody that's like associated with anything these days are not leaders. Everybody's a follower. For the love of God, man, I was once a follower. I kept following trends and whatnot, and it came to a point where I was like, wait a minute. That's not innovative. That's not something unique. You know, like, everybody who branches off, they can create their own trend. But the thing is, I created my own trend, but I don't expect anybody to follow because I want people to be leaders. I don't want people to be followers, you know? That's why, in a sense, sometimes when you guys, because I do get a lot of messages from you guys, when you guys say that I'm your idol, honestly, I don't want to be anybody's idol. I mean, because I'm a human being. You know, I make mistakes as well. I wouldn't want anybody to, you know, to be worshiping me or whatever, because you know what, at the end of the day, I'm just a person. I'm a normal person just like all of you people are, you know what I mean? I don't consider myself famous. I don't consider myself a celebrity. I don't consider myself a god. I don't consider myself any of that. I consider myself just another human being who's living on this planet, who wants to achieve his dreams, and who wants to accomplish his goals, and who wants to make friends. That's it. That's the way I see myself. And people these days, they don't do that. You know, like for example, like in the music business, right? Like the whole rap, hip hop, rock thing, right? Like Justin Bieber, Lil Wayne, you know, J. Cole, and all these other freaking losers. Everybody tends to follow what they do and what they say, but nobody's ever original, you know what I mean? Like when the whole YOLO thing started, everybody's like, YOLO, YOLO. It's ridiculous. And then Justin Bieber, right? Spitting on his fans and, you know, just going like 200 miles per hour in a fucking pedestrian-infested neighborhoods, you know, possibly could kill somebody if he just, you know, made one wrong move. You know, like celebrities these days, and most of all people these days, they don't have no sense of morals, they don't have no sense of respect, and that's where I think, you know, it might turn out bad for us in the future. I do have hope because there are many of you people out there that are just brilliant. You guys are amazing. I think all 56,000 of my subscribers are amazing. I think all 7 billion people on this planet are amazing, with the exception of a very few who want to do harm to other people. But the future can be good as long as we make it good. Like, no matter what happens to you, no matter how bad your life may seem, why are you going to go off and extract vendetta or get revenge or turn out to be the exact same way as the other person who just treated you, you know? Like, if somebody were to do something bad to me, I wouldn't go out there and just try to do the same thing, you know what I mean? I would try to make a positive influence because that's why I'm here, you know? And one day, guess what? One day, somebody may silence me. You know, somebody may silence my words, but my dream and my vision is always going to live on, you know? And I really do hope that this planet actually, you know, manages to survive the next couple of years, because it's going to be hard. You know, it's going to be hard for me. It's going to be hard for you. It's going to be hard for everybody. And I'm not talking as Unreal Entertainment Gaming. I'm talking as Alex, you know what I mean? I'm talking as a human being here. You know, like life isn't easy. I mean, granted, some of us play video games so we can get away from all that hardship, you know? And sometimes video games are the cure because you learn stuff from it. You can base your life upon it in a positive way, not in a fucking negative way. You can't go off and play a game like Manhunt and expect to learn good morals and shit. Like, that's just impossible. But the future can hold anything at this point. Do I have hope for humanity? Of course I do. Why would I give up on my people? But is the future going to be absolutely perfect? Absolutely not. That's my point of view. I'm sorry. To answer your fifth question, Dragon Ball Z Battle of Z will not turn out like Ultimate Tenkaichi because they already showed gameplay on it. So the only way it's going to suck is if like they don't have enough move sets, or if like they're limited based on certain things. That's the only way I can see that game sucking. But other than that, I think the game's going to be great. And I mean, I'm personally waiting for it, so let's just see what happens. To answer your sixth question, like I just said, I will watch Attack on Titan as soon as I can. And to answer your last question, all right, the people who are actually petitioning to get that DRM back for the Xbox One, what the fuck is wrong with them? I mean, seriously, what the fuck is wrong with these people? Why would you want the DRM to come back? Those people have to be like Sony trolls or somebody, like, you know, like those people that already signed the fucking petition obviously don't want a good console to come out. Why in the blue hell would you want the Xbox to be restricted again? They finally announced that the Xbox is finally like free to do whatever. Why the hell would you want to go back and do? Oh my god, if this fucking petition passes, I'm not gonna touch Xbox ever again. Fuck that shit. And for the people who actually want to support bringing back the DRM for the Xbox, why? That's something I never understood. Why are you gonna do such a stupid fucking thing to begin with? I mean, it's just horrible, man. My god. Anyways, man, thank you for the questions. On to the next question, which is from Team Bringing 8. I'm gonna be bringing it, all right. Hey, man, really enjoy your vids. Smiley face. Thank you. Question 1. How do you feel about the rumored Taker versus Cena match and Cena breaking the streak at WrestleMania? What? No way, he ain't breaking shit. Question 2. Will Dragon Ball Z Battle Gods on DVD be in English or just an English sub? Question 3. Do you think Anderson Silva will beat Weldman this December, this rematch for the title? Oh, God. Oh, God. Question 4. If I was to go into wrestling, what is the most important attribute that I would need? P.S. Cena sucks! Alright, to answer your first question, I'm I'm really excited about that match because they never actually went one-on-one before, except like on a few occasions way back in like 2002. But that would be an amazing match, and Cena is not going to break the streak. He doesn't need it, he doesn't deserve it, and quite frankly, I can't see him doing that. I can definitely see Taker going, what, 21, 22, 23-0. I can't see fucking Cena going ahead and, you know, breaking that streak. Absolutely not. And if John Cena broke that streak, I swear to God, I am never going to watch wrestling ever again. I'm obviously going to wrestle, but I'm never going to watch WWE ever again. That's just ridiculous, man. Cena already has enough. You know, he's leaning on his 40s, so it's like, come on, man. Your time is up, literally. Or if it's not up, it's coming up. Fucking A. To answer your second question, from what I believe, it's only English subtitles only. So, to answer your third question, Anderson Silva, I mean, he was actually a little nervous, and he shouldn't have fucking, you know, thought he shouldn't have played his ego in his last fight, because that shit got to him, you know, overall. I think in December, Anderson Silva will win, and I do think that the rematch is going to settle itself, and I do think Anderson's going to take the fight a lot more serious now, and I do think he's probably going to beat the shit out of him, but in my opinion, Anderson Silva, man. And to answer your last question, a great attribute that you need in order to get into the business, I would have to say be humble, don't be greedy, don't be selfish, be yourself, and probably another one would be don't ever listen to promoters, because sometimes they're out to fuck you. Like, not in a gay way, but they're out to, like, screw you and mess your career up. So those are all the advice that I have for you, my friend. But thank you for the questions. Oh, man, an hour of fan mail. Anyways, guys, thank you all for watching this week's episode of Fan Mail of the Week. My name is UnrealEntGaming, everybody. I hope you all enjoyed. I have a lot to do today, and I hope you all have a lot to do as well, because summer's dying out, and, you know, when winter rolls around, you guys can't really do as much as you can during the summer. So I hope you all enjoyed. If you guys are fans, don't forget to subscribe to my channel for all the latest news, information, and updates. If you guys enjoyed the video, as always, hit this video up with a like. Thumbs up, everybody. Rape that, sodomize that thumbs up button. Leave your thoughts in the comment section below, guys. Stay tuned for next week's episode, guys. I'll be seeing you all once Monday rolls around once again. And I hope you all enjoy the remainder of your summer. Remember, Saints Row 4 is coming out, so you might want to have to, you know, stay tuned to see what I'm going to do with that one. All right, guys. I'll be seeing you all later. Peace.